something you can't fix.
If you can't fix what's broken, you'll go insane.
It's Jay and Adam. It's Preview.
It's Preview's Fix It with Adam and Jay.
Hey, Peaches! Welcome to Fix It, where friends don't let friends fix pop culture alone.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Jay.
By night.
By night. And you're our listener.
Merry Christmas, listeners.
Merry Christmas, listeners.
It's a couple days before Christmas when we're recording, but you guys are listening to this on Christmas.
Wait, is it coming out on... Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this is coming out on Christmas.
We're dropping this on Christmas?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to have the video editor ready for that day as well?
No, that's not fair for you. No.
I mean, I can.
No, it's okay. No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
This is going to be an audio form on Christmas.
Oh, okay, cool. Neat. That's
Video
fun.
form at some point in the future when Jay gets back from vacation.
You know that day where everyone sits around the fire after opening presents, drinking eggnog, and listening to podcasts on the old Victrola?
I don't know. We dropped Switchmas today, too.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, two
Sorry, I
different
didn't
forms of
realize that
content.
this was part of
This is Brian. This has been the plan all along. Brian can back me up on this one. We have been talking about this for months.
Hello, gentlemen. Producer Brian here. Confirmed. Back to you, gentlemen.
Great.
Good job, Brian.
Woo!
Thanks for the backup. We know Jay pays attention.
Look, guys, I have a lot of antibiotics coursing through my veins right now. You get off, but also that is a very convenient excuse, because even if that wasn't the case, I probably still wouldn't have remembered that. Welcome to Fix It, everybody. You may know us. I'm Jay. That's Adam.
Hello.
We're from the Christmas miracle of a YouTube channel, Previewed, where Adam and I react, review, riff, and rate all sorts of stuff, all sorts of nerd shows and trailers and video game trailers and also, historical texts.
Ooh,
we react to all sorts of things.
I
over
love the
there.
historical texts, Jay.
Yes, indeed. And this is our podcast, Fix It. If it's your first time listening and you're like, what are these goobers yammering on about? Here at Fix It, every week, Adam and I, we take a look at pieces of pop culture that maybe missed the mark, maybe didn't quite get there, maybe need just a little of that Christmas magic, tossed in the top of your hot cocoa, and we fix it.
Yeah, that's exactly what we do. That is the conceit of the show, Jay.
Yes, indeed. And today, we're having a little bit of a Christmas mix-up here at Fix It.
Yes.
We're kind of changing it up just a tad. Since at our channel we celebrate what's called Switchmas. Many moons ago, we got it in our heads that during the holiday break we would just release trailer reactions to really bad Christmas movies. And we came across the trailer for Netflix's The Christmas Switch.
The Princess Switch.
The Princess Switch?
Yeah. There's been 3 of them.
The Christmas. Oh, I was thinking the Christmas Prince.
Yes, you were.
Yes. It could very well be called the Christmas Switch too.
I'm sure. No, there is a movie called that as well.
The Princess. There is.
There is.
Well, there was a lot of Switch movies happening that year.
There's a lot of Switch movies happening this year.
And so we deemed our holiday season Switchmas. So in honor of the Switchmas season, Adam and I are not going to be fixing the Princess Switch. We're not going to be fixing the Princess Switch 2. We're not going to be fixing the Princess Switch 3. We are going to be writing our very own The Princess Switch 4.
Hell yeah. Now, there is no Princess Switch 4. Should there be? Well, maybe not.
After you hear these fixes, you're probably going to want to.
I think Vanessa Hudgens is probably listening in rapt attention right now, being like, ooh, do they have a good pitch for the next one? Because
I bet.
She's very... Listen, these movies are not very good, but they're not supposed to be very
But
good.
they're so spectacular. They are an excellent version of good bad.
Oh, if you're going to show somebody a Hallmark Christmas movie, you show them this.
Yeah. Or this or the Christmas Prince.
Yes, the one with Rose McIver.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Christmas Prince, as far for all intents and purposes, in my realm, that's the gold standard.
Sure.
And this is its delightful cousin.
Absolutely.
Because,
Or cousin.
but also they exist in the same realm because I don't know if you saw in the original Princess Switch, they turn on Netflix and start watching The Christmas Prince, and then which is insane.
Yes, it is.
Because in the later movies, those two royals show up to the royal wedding.
Yep.
Which is insane. So you're telling me they both exist? The movie exists, but also these people exist.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's basically Inception over there. Many different levels of
great.
reality in the Princess Switch Christmas Prince MCU.
So my question for you, Lashy,
Yes,
is that
Jay.
before these became unfortunately part of our brand.
Unfortunately,
were you ever into these kind of movies?
I didn't even know these movies existed.
What? No.
4 years ago when we started Switchmas, that was still a time of we need to get a video out every day.
Yeah, we really, for a long time there, we just really made a video every day part of our mantra, and it was not the right call. But,
It was not.
but we were big brave dogs, and
Yes.
we made it happen.
We made it happen. But as in the search for, oh my God, we need movies and trailers to react to, I came across what turned out to be a Switchmas movie, and then that was the door I needed to open, and all of a sudden, oh my God, there are hundreds of these. What the
So this
hell?
was a novel concept to you.
I had no idea.
Oh.
Because we did the Princess Switch or the Christmas Prince in November, October, when the trailer actually dropped.
Yeah.
And I think somebody mentioned in the comments of oh, you guys don't know this? This is a thing, guys. There are so many. Just just type in Hallmark Christmas movie. You will be astounded.
see, yeah.
And all of a sudden it's there's so much possibilities here.
Kimberly is really into them and really likes bad Hallmark Christmas movies. So we watched many of them. When you were I didn't realize that it was a novel concept to you.
Yeah.
Because you're and I was that's a great idea because I know
I'm full of them, yes.
I know all of these tropes.
It's great.
You are so full of good ideas, aren't you?
Just give me enough time. I'll figure something out. I'm like Batman. Give me enough time. I'll figure out a strategy.
Before we hop into all of the hard-hitting journalism that we're gonna go through with the Princess Switch,
Guys, this is our most listened to episode ever.
easily,
This is clearly going to be our most popular episode.
No, yeah, man, the Victrola numbers are gonna be so high
In the
on
6
Christmas
scant
Day.
months that we've been doing this, this
Yeah,
one is going to
there's
take
no way
the
this-
cake.
yeah.
Get out of here, Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
Get out of here, Avatar.
Get out of here, Game of Thrones season 8.
That's how it's at.
This
Princess
one,
Switch.
yeah. So if you're one of the 8 people listening to this, that is not both of our moms. Welcome.
That's right. My mom should be listening to this on Christmas. Mom, are you listening? You better walk into the room and tell me, yeah, I'm
You
listening.
better get her a Victrola for Christmas.
You know what? I think it's just enough time.
But before we get into the Princess Switch, Adam, how are you doing, bud?
Jay, I'm at the 5-yard line.
Yeah,
so
man.
the end zone is right there. I could possibly jump right now
Okay.
and just make it and then roll in, tuck in.
Yeah.
But I
or
see
just get your toe in.
I could just get the nose of the ball over and be a touchdown. But I'm just trying to hold on
Hold.
just for a couple more moments,
Hold.
just so I get to the promised land
Yeah, man.
of vacation.
Hell yeah.
So I'm good. But I am I'm giving it all I got, Captain.
Woo!
We're almost out. The lithium crystals are almost out, sir.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Except mine's more of a sinus infection bent on that, where I'm just it's the kind of frustrating thing where you're I'm mad that I'm sick, not because I feel bad, but because this is so poorly timed.
Yeah,
We just have just a little bit more to do.
we're 1 mile to the finish
I
line.
can get sick next week.
Yeah.
Let me get sick next week. Can we take a rain check on this sinus infection? Can we it's like jury duty. It's I have pretty serious commitments. Can we defer this or when I have time? But oh man, are you excited to go home for Christmas?
No, I love you, Mom. But I'm glad I'm home. No, the thing is, because like there's apparently a giant storm or cold snap coming tomorrow,
it's not
and
coming.
it's gonna rain. It's gonna be real bad. It's crappy. So apparently the weather's gonna turn. It's gonna be not fun to drive. Apparently this whole weekend. So going down and back is gonna be kind of hard. But also I don't like traveling.
I know.
So it's just like it's always a big hassle to get everything ready to go and get the stuff ready for the kiddies, and then make sure we got everything set up and getting proof, and then just we're only gonna be there a couple days because then Amanda flies out to Colorado. So like
Then
you
get your sweet,
and then my vacation starts.
And then
Jay.
it begins.
And then it begins. It begins Tuesday morning. For the next 6 days, I am by myself, and it's going to be awesome. That's what I'm truly looking forward to.
All right. What are you going to do?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do sweet nothing.
When people are like, I don't, Office Space, like, I don't know if a guy like that, exists. And I'm like, I know that guy. What do you want to do? Nothing. And for someone that does a lot of things most of the time, your love of nothing is really something to behold.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I realize that while I'm doing nothing, actively doing nothing, in the background, like, there's plenty of things that, like, I can't just not think of us.
Of course.
So, like, but that, in the fact of doing nothing, work is getting done in the background, on a background program. But I'm that type of person, I'm that type of introvert that just really, truly needs to not have anything on the plate for a little bit and not interact with anybody to just truly recharge. I really need solitary confinement just to chill for a little bit.
I get it. But I'm very similar in that regard. But I also am married a person whose love language is quality time. So I'm never alone. I'm never alone. That girl loves me so much and wants me around all the time.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
That's how life works, man.
Congratulations.
Don't you talk about my wife like that.
I'm not talking about your wife like that.
Oh,
but
man.
you're excited to go home to see some family during the break.
Yeah, I mean, yes, we're going down to Philly, and we're doing Christmas, and then like I get to hang out with Brian and Gary for a couple of days, which is going to be nice, and then so I get to we get to hang out with Kimberly's family, but I also get best friend time, which I very rarely get anymore now that they moved to Philly. So.
Right, 1 and 3 best friends.
What's up?
1 and 3.
1 and 3, yes. You're 2.
I know. I'm just making sure. I just want to make sure there's someone behind me in the queue, Jay.
Yeah. You fought your way to 2, okay?
All right.
You did pretty good.
I'm coming for you, Brian. So now, you know what? That's a weird moral dilemma. Do I want the number 1 spot, but costing us a producer, Brian? How would we do the podcast without him? Oh no! What do I do? It's a moral quandary, Jay.
Hey, I don't know. That seems like a you problem, not a me. I can build another one of you. Oh man. Get it because you're a robot.
Yes, Jay. Yes, I got it. Yes. I got that joke.
Yeah, I think you and I are in the position where we're just like, I'm excited for Christmas and it's gonna be great, but I'm also just like, I'm excited to just like for Christmas to be over and then I don't have to worry about stuff for a couple of days.
Yes.
And I can just chill.
I'm also excited to get back because there's a lot of new things we need to do.
Yeah.
Because 2023 is going to be nuts for us,
but
in that good way of like building and doing. And
I was thinking about
consolidating and like figuring stuff out.
The way you and I are talking about like tackling this new year like actually makes me excited to get back to it, which is not something I thought I would be saying.
Oh wow.
No, I mean, but like, it's like I'm excited to I think we're in a unique position where we have a second to like actually like refocus on how we want to tackle this year.
Mm-hmm.
And, this is a fun job. It can be exhausting and it can be, but like we're very blessed to be able to do this.
Oh yeah, I love being exhausted after a hard day's work on this.
But like, and it's fun to be good at it. It just sometimes doing as much as we were doing, it's hard to like kind of focus on the big picture, but now we get to focus on big picture, which is always exciting.
It is.
Yeah.
And the content's no longer a master of us. For a long time, it was.
Oh, it really was.
And we just celebrated.
And I never knew how to tell you. Because, like, you'd be like, video day, video day, video day. And I'm like, some of these are bad. Not your fault.
No, I'm not saying, no, I'm saying, since I edited everything, I'm going to say this. I don't think any of our videos were truly like, oh, no one should watch this.
No.
But, like, it's like that Louis C.K. And Kevin Hart video. Someone asked him, like, what's an off night look like to you guys? And they're like, oh, if we have an off night, no one knows. Because we're so good at doing stand-up that even our subpar performances that we know about are still amazing to the audience. So the audience always gets their money's worth.
Yeah.
I've always viewed our content that way of, we're really funny at this. Even if the trailer's not very good. Like, you should, like, there's always at least some funny thing that happens.
Like, I thought our episode
in those
last
10
week,
minutes.
I thought our episode last week I was like, I don't know about this one.
What, the Iron Man?
And Brian texted me and he was like, I was like, how's the episode? I was like, is it workable? He was like, what are you talking about? This may be your best episode yet. And I went, oh, okay. I was like, cool. Maybe that's just me.
So, yes. I think all of our videos we've ever made have something, definitely a redeeming quality to them, and have some.
It's just
at least,
the trailers.
The trailers are the things that sucked.
Are just not.
Even the worst trailer we ever did. One of them is Backtrace, and what it was really bad. But we got a saying out of it. Now we haven't said it in a while because we don't backtrace anymore. But we sometimes
I think we're backtracing.
Yes,
with this
we
one.
sometimes check ourselves.
I think we're backtracing.
Wait, are we backtracing? Yes. So like even like the Power Rangers trailer, like that was not a great trailer back in the day, but we came with like a 3-minute Sunnydale bit about like there was always a little weird things that only a few people watched, but I enjoyed all of the stuff we did. I don't think I've ever watched there's only maybe been like I don't think there's ever really been a video of like this one shouldn't go out. There's no reason. This is just bad.
That's not what I mean. It's not that it was like, it was more that like the trailer we were doing did not necessitate a video being made on it.
Sure.
That kind of thing.
Wonder Woman 1984, the one we did twice.
Yeah.
We turned that one around.
Yes.
That was like, we knew halfway through the trailer, like,
we've already watched this.
We watched, oh no. Oh. And then for the next 6 minutes, we just spun straw to gold of just making fun of ourselves and WB and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
But like, it's still like, and even to the point where our mods are like, we don't want another Wonder Woman situation. We don't want, it's like, you're right, we don't want it. We shouldn't do trailers
but also,
twice.
It's not the end of the world.
But yeah, but also, wasn't it kind of funny? Well, it was kind of funny.
It was kind of funny.
And that's the point of the whole show.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, we're not the serious ones, guys. Stop expecting hard-hitting journalism.
That said, I'm very excited to not do anything for a week.
That sounds great, man.
It's gonna be.
That sounds
It's just gonna be glorious.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I get it. Oh, and I'm having a baby. There's also that too.
Sure.
I guess we should mention that here on.
Oh, if you don't know by now, just having a baby.
We did a whole
And
announcement.
I'm having it.
We did a whole.
I'm having Jay's baby.
Oh wait, did I mention it last week? I don't think I did.
You did not. We were coy about it last week because we're like,
that's right.
oh yeah, no, the big secret we let out, the crowd work. That was nuts, right? But no, we didn't. Yeah.
We're having a beautiful baby boy, and I can't wait. Yep.
Name TBD.
And our first baby is not happy about it.
Oh, alpha baby.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yes,
Meow,
yes.
meow, meow, hiss. Yes.
Yeah. You're the alpha baby. You'll always be my alpha.
Wah. Wah. Wah.
You'll always be my little alpha baby, and I'll love you forever.
Wah.
So the Princess Switch.
The Princess Switch.
I watched this movie with the Discord.
You did last night.
We did another little watch along. Those are always so much fun. Join the preview Discord if you have not. It's a great little community, folks. I want to hit 4,000 by the end of the year, and we got a couple days to do it. And like,
What are we, like 100 away?
I think less than at this point. But come, say hi.
It's a lot of fun.
It's fun.
So much stuff happens there.
But it was nice to have a purely bad movie to kind of dunk on the entire time.
Sure.
That was very enjoyable. But also, I learned something about myself when I watch movies like this.
Oh, what's that?
I love love, Lashy.
Do you love love?
And, I have a hard time not getting a little teary-eyed or a little cryy when, like, when people are, like, professing their love for each other.
I'm sorry. Wait, are you just now realizing that you love love?
No, I know. It's just so funny because everyone's like, they're like, there's a big scene of, like, one person professing their love to each other.
Yes.
And I'm like,
even though it's a really bad movie and it's pure cheese.
Everyone in chat is kind of like, and I'm like, guys, I was like, I agree with everything you're saying, but I hate that I'm a sap. I'm a total sap.
You are a total sap.
Crying. It's just nice that they switch, and the people that they're meant to be with are on the other side of the switch, and isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice?
Because everybody has a person for them out there somewhere.
Yeah.
And not everybody gets to. I personally feel very blessed that I was allowed to find my person.
You were allowed.
Yeah, the universe is like, here's, here's your person.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I got what I was owed. So the universe knows what it did. What?
No, it's just sometimes you say things and you're like, it's a joke, right? And I'm like, you have no idea how serious a heart attack you're being.
I'm being 75% real right now.
Yeah. 75. Sure. Yeah.
Remember, I'm the main character, Jay. Remember?
Yeah, I know. I'm keenly aware
At this
of it.
part of the story,
yeah, man.
I've gone through many trials.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to meet the one right about now.
Yeah, I'm a spectacular side character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
as long as you know your place. If I'm in second place in the line of best friends for Jay.
Look, that's just one of my quirks as the quirky best
friend. You're the quirky best friend? Yeah, this is starring Adam Lash.
Yeah, you can't get mad at
also Jay Schmidt.
Yeah, you can't get mad at my... Yeah, because you're not quirky at all. Anyways, moving on.
Let me interrupt everything real quick. You know what? I honestly respect these movies.
Oh, okay.
And here's
this is a good take. I like this.
Here's why. Vanessa Hudgens does a very good job inhabiting each of these characters.
Well, she's working real hard, that's for sure.
Especially the second and third one where she's playing the cousin, which is why I watched the second one again. You just watched the first one again.
Yeah.
Because the second one is where the cousin shows up, and now there's three of them.
Uh-huh.
And the third movie is more about the cousin.
Yeah.
So but all three of them are in it, but it's more about the cousin.
Yes.
But the second one is all about like three of them. Uh-huh. And so the layers that she's going through of like the cousin playing Stacy playing the queen to get like is very good.
Yeah, it's kind of,
on top of her acting and inhabiting the different layers.
Those accents though, man, are pretty bad.
You know, hey, they're made up countries of what? Wait, I wrote it down. It's Bulgaria,
Belgravia,
Moldova, and Montenegro. Isn't that a real country? Montenegro.
That's right. No, Moldova is okay.
Those are made up countries, so they can have any accents they want. So I'll give her a pass. Those are the accents of those countries.
Yeah, and Aldovia is the princess switch.
No, we're doing the princess switch.
No, Aldovia is the Christmas prince.
There you go.
Guys.
There's so many antibiotics coursing through my veins right now. You guys don't even know. But
sorry.
Here's the thing. This Prince and the Pauper scenario that they keep blowing up and adding more levels to, right? They've done a very good job, even with the third one, which they had to shoot during the pandemic. And did we watch it together? I feel like we watched it together.
We did the third one as a Patreon watch along.
Yes,
and the fact the Prince shot that entire movie off camera and was CGI'd the entire time.
Yes, Kevin was not there.
Wait, was it Kevin or was it the Prince?
It was Kevin.
That can't be true.
The queen's husband.
No, she's the countess.
She
becomes the queen.
Yes, the one. Yes, she becomes queen in the second one. And Mary's
Kevin. The wacky hijinks are hard to keep
in the
up
airport right before the priest needs to get on the plane.
Yes,
he shot all of his scenes separately.
No, I think that was the prince. The other. the
A
baker's
lot of people. This is the point I'm trying to make. A lot of people.
No.
No, listen. This is a good point. A lot of people shot all of their scenes individually because a lot of the shots are composite. They have done a very good job with compositing all of these special effects shots of having 3 different Vanessa Hudgens on in the same shot, and I don't see the seams. They must have done a very good job in pre-production of like knowing what their lighting is gonna be, getting all the eye lines right, and really like plotting and setting camera. Like they did a very, very good job, and we only kind of noticed it in the third one a lot because like there was a lot of compositing going on because they needed to, probably for safety reasons. So like there was just like there's just something a little off about where you're looking. Oh, he's probably shooting this on his own.
Yeah.
But this makes sense given the time when this movie was shot. Just to be safe, everyone needed to kind of shoot on their own.
Just wait until the pandemic's over
No,
and shoot the movie.
because we needed like the Christmas Prince movies, they needed to come out every year.
Why?
Momentum, Jay. Christmas momentum. But the point being that the production crew that made these movies did a very good job compositing all these shots.
Oh yeah.
So like from a technical standpoint, these movies are great.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're fun.
And they're stupid
for
fun.
For like a Thursday night in December.
Oh sure.
Like just it's real chilly and snowy out, and you just want to drink some hot cocoa.
Yeah.
And eat Thai food, and watch this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. You know what the part of this show that I've been looking forward to the most?
What's that? Hey
Brian. Why don't you tell us everything we need to know about the Princess Switch?
This is all
three
There's
of them.
3 of them.
Let us know all the fun little details and all the interesting fun facts. Hey Brian, why don't you run that beautiful bean Princess Switch fun fact footage?
Thank you, gentlemen. Merry Switchmas, everybody. Today we are trying to fix, or at least create a sequel to, the Princess Switch franchise. Now, the Princess Switch franchise consists of 3 movies: The Princess Switch, The Princess Switch Switched Again, and The Princess Switch 3 Romancing the Star. All 3 movies premiered on Netflix. They were directed by Mike Roll and star Vanessa Hudgens, Sam Palladio, and Nick Sagar. And if you care, on Rotten Tomatoes, in order, they have a 71%, a 58%, and a 53%. Anyway, back to you, gentlemen.
Wow.
That was not sufficient, Brian. Go back and do more.
I'm honestly surprised. Brian, Jay?
Yeah.
Jay, Brian?
Hey, Brian, give us some more facts.
Yeah, I don't think, that was clearly not enough.
No. We need more.
That was clearly not enough.
I am so sorry, gentlemen. Let me try again. Since we're talking about the Christmas Prince, Simon from A Christmas Prince makes a cameo in the 3rd Princess Switch movie, making it a universe all unto itself. The SCU, the Switchmas Cinematic Universe. Hope that was sufficient, gentlemen. Back to you.
Okay, that's enough. That's good, Brian. All right.
I think the nose of the ball just got over the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's sufficient. We maybe
it's
need
not flashy, but
we might need to
technically-
renegotiate our contract with him in 2023. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this contract does run out. This is the last episode of the year until next year. So
who's to say?
who is to say?
Who's to say? We're just kidding, Brian. We love you very much, but also
I'm coming for you.
you're on thin ice.
I want that number 1 slip. I think it's time, Jay.
I think
I respect.
There's not much more to say.
There is not.
There is
not.
much
These
more.
movies are bad, but I do respect them from a technical standpoint.
Yeah.
And you know what? And they do. They fill out. And you know what? They're over 100 minutes. They are. and they fill them.
You're gonna kill me, dude. Oh,
What?
that's just so. That's the lowest bar I think we've ever had.
Well, no, a lot of these movies have a hard time getting to 90.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just like, okay, here's the formula. Well, they got to do the thing. Then there's a mistake, and some people misconstrue what someone else has said. Oh no, I don't love you anymore. Oh no, but I'm sorry, it was an accident. Oh no, you put an oven mitt in the oven. I'm so sorry. You're fired. Oh no, I still love you. Like it's all these things are formulaic, but they have made 3 of these movies, and they're actual like full stories.
Yeah,
and they do a good job with these characters.
Absolutely,
and they last over 100 minutes.
Yeah,
like
that's all you need.
No, it really is. It doesn't overstay its welcome, but it's a full, complete story. From a technical standpoint, these movies are pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not half bad. All right, hit me.
Oh, you would like me to go first?
Yeah, I think you should go first.
Okay.
Because we're like, look, we both said we're going to go a little nuts, and I think my bar of nuts
is higher than
my
mine.
nut bar is much higher than your nut bar.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to... Here is my Princess Switch 4. It is 2 years after the events of the 3rd movie.
Okay.
Romancing the Star.
Excellent.
That's the name of
Oh, yeah.
That's the subtitle.
Because it was technically a heist movie.
It was a heist movie, yeah. So, everything is well in Belgravia. Belgravia. Sorry, Belgravia. And it's Christmas. Obviously, it's a Christmas party because it's Christmas time. And so everyone's there. I don't remember any of the characters' names, so it's going to be Hudgens Prime, the one from Chicago. Queen
Stacy.
Oh, it's Stacy?
Right?
I don't remember.
Steph? No, I think it's Stacy.
Okay, well, you watched it last night. Okay,
Yes.
so Stacy is there.
Yeah.
With her husband, the prince.
Yeah.
And then we got Queen Hudgens, who is...
The Duchess. We'll just
queen.
call her the Duchess.
She's the queen.
Well, she's queen now. Okay,
She's queen
we'll
now.
Call her queen.
Queen Hudgens.
Yeah.
And then Cuzzy...
Cuzzy.
Well, because she's like, hey, Cuzzy. Like, she's just like...
Yeah.
Maggie Moo. I know that's what I remember.
No one says that, by
No
the
one
way.
says it, but she kept calling her Cuzzy, so now I'm calling her
No, but
Cuzzy.
she calls people Maggie Moo, and I hate it.
Oh, yes. Well, she's trying to put everyone
She's
down.
Margaret, right? Is she Margaret?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm calling the cousin Cuzzy. Mm-hmm. Cuzzy Hudgens. Mm-hmm. Everyone's there. Cudgeons.
There we go.
Sure, Cudgeons. So everyone's there with their husbands because at this point the cousin got married to the guy, the nice guy.
Yeah, the
thief,
the reformed thief.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, he was cool.
Okay, cool.
He lived in his own castle. It was really cool.
Man. Yeah.
And she had her 2 little assistants. Like they are also there.
Yeah.
So everything is great. It's been 2 years since the events of the 3rd movie. Everything's fantastic. Everyone's in love. The countries are doing great. Everyone's having a good time at this Christmas party.
Great.
And then all of a sudden, Stacy, Hudgens Prime from Chicago, goes to the bathroom. That same bathroom from the 1st movie. And she, from a mysterious stranger, knocks her out, throws her into a stall. And then out from that bathroom walks Vanessa Hudgens, dressed as Stacy.
Like actual Vanessa Hudgens.
No. Just another Vanessa Hudgens.
Oh, okay. So like another.
But the actress of Vanessa Hudgens walks out of the bathroom.
Like another. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, not actual real life Vanessa Hudgens.
Oh, okay.
Just the actress Vanessa Hudgens.
I thought you were pulling it too fast, too ludicrous.
I am not. I am not doing that. I'm not doing that. I just
because like TM, okay. Look.
Don't be still my bits. Don't be still my bits.
Ocean's 12 and Too Fast, Too Ludicrous have already done that. Thank you very much. Please and thank you.
That's true. But actress Vanessa Hudgens playing another character walks out of the bathroom dressed as Stacy.
Okay.
She goes to find the queen.
Yeah.
And when she finds the queen, of course, is with Kevin. She is now very mean towards Kevin.
Okay.
And somehow, but still is able to take the queen away to like a one-on-one time, back to the bathroom, knocks her out, throws her into the same stall with Stacy, and now leaves the bathroom as the queen. And now she goes through the party, and she meets up with Kevin again, and she's extremely mean with Kevin to the point where he storms out of because he thinks the queen is now like they're getting into a fight.
I see.
He doesn't know where this fight's coming from because it's not her, but he thinks it's her, and so he storms off. This is the part where the cousins, whatever, Cudgens shows up, and she gets, oh, yeah, why don't you come with me to the bathroom? Maggie Moo. And so they go to the bathroom. There's a little bit of an awkward moment, and then the queen knocks her out, throws her into the same stall with the other two. Now is dressed as
a big stall.
I mean, Vanessa Hudgens is not the biggest person in the world, so like there's room for
We have
her.
only the best bathrooms here.
It's a royal
our
bathroom, Jay.
Our stalls can fit at least 3 Vanessa Hudgens.
There's probably room for more if they wanted to. So but she's like taking some knickknacks and stuff from Stacy the Queen
Or
and
patty wax.
Sure.
Will she give the dog a bone?
No, she won't. She doesn't need to. And then so she, now dressed as Cuzzy, goes through the building, talks to the people at the party. Talks to the assistants, like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah, and everyone's like, what? Works her way through the building, finds a data center, starts typing away on a computer. Meanwhile, back in the bathroom, all 3 Vanessa Hudgens wake up at the same time. And I want this specifically because the special effects department has done a very good job. I now want them, here is your new goal. 3 stacked Vanessa Hudgens have to all wake up at the same time and interact with each other as they extricate themselves from the stall.
Yeah.
They can pull it off. They have been very good. We can do, and I figured out we can do some, lookalikes, some deep fakes, some hair in the way. Like, they will figure out there's many tricks they could do to pull this off.
Okay.
But I want them to be able to have all 3 characters physically on top of each other in the shot, all wake up and get off each other, and then like, what is going on? Because they don't know, they have no idea.
Yeah.
So clearly something's up. So now they're all like ill-fitting clothes because some of their stuff was taken because the imposter was prancing around as them. They come out as ill-fitting clothes, start running around. Everyone's like, what is going on? What? And so they're searching the building, and they eventually find this imposter down the data center.
Yeah.
And now they chase this imposter all through that castle. Oh, everyone's like, what? How many Vanessa Hudgenses are there? This is crazy. The house is lousy with Hudgens. Eventually, they corner her in a room where this imposter Hudgens is clearly trying to find some like a secret passage because she's like pulling books or whatever. And then Stacy, I think this is the castle she lives in. I don't know. Sure, we'll say this. She's like, "What are you doing?" There's no secret passage there because they know where all the passages are. They've been living here for years at this point.
Sure.
And then the imposter goes, "Oh, that's right. It doesn't get built for a couple more years." Well, this has been kind of awkward and interesting. Bye. And she pulls out some type of MacGuffin from her pocket. And as she's about to go click it, all 3 Hudgens jump her. There is a bright flash. And they wind up in the same room. But this time, it's dark.
And there's a hallway.
And gross and dirty and grungy and
It's the
gross.
future.
And she's like, what are you doing? You were not supposed to be here? And they're like, what do you mean? Where's here? The future.
Yeah.
Princess Switch 4. A switch in time. Okay, so now our present day 3 Hudge eyes are now in the future. 25 years in the future. The imposter Hudgens that was running around and stuff, knocking them out and trying to find information, has come back from the future for an important mission into the past. She leads them downstairs, and it turns out she starts telling them like, "Hey, this is what's been going on." It turns out
But she's the future version of which one?
I'll get to that. Oh, hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay.
So it's 25 years in the future.
Okay.
And it turns out that in the future, a giant army of robots have been fighting and killing a lot of people in Montenegro and Bulgaria, which now both countries have joined because their populations have been decimated, and there's a lot, and the UN has blockaded the country because there has been a robot uprising in Montenegro.
Huh.
And so they basically blocked everything off, so the robots won't get out into affect the rest of the world.
Gotcha.
So it's 25 years robot hellscape in these countries, and it turns out that as she's telling them about, hey, this is what happened in the past 25 years. It's been hell. The robots are everywhere. So many people are dead. This is really bad. Out walks the future, or for them, the present versions of Stacy the Queen and Cuzzy, who all look pretty similar, even though it's 25 years in the future. Like, they're royal, so they did okay. They pretty okay.
They did
They
all
still
right.
pretty much just look exactly like 25, 30-year-old Vanessa Hudgens.
But she's also now going to wear a little bit of age makeup on all of them.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Not much.
I got you.
But now there are now 7 Vanessa Hudgens on screen. Mm-hmm. Our present, the imposter, and the 3 future versions of them.
Okay.
So now it's also, so they're all like, what have you done? Whatever this, you know what? I never actually gave this person a name. Give me a name for this fourth Hudgens.
Walter. Wait, the 4th Hudgens?
Yes, the one that went back in time.
It's Fudgens. Future Hudgens.
Fudgens.
Come on, man.
They're very angry at Fudgens for going back in time. They only just got the technology. How dare you? What were you doing? It's like, I was trying to save the future. And then present day Cuzzy's like, oh, you can't do that, because if you somehow saved the future from these events happening, then that would have been a paradox, and this would have never happened, so you could have gone back in time. Right. In all likelihood, what you probably did was travel to a parallel timeline where it didn't happen yet, and brought us forward. So, yeah, and like they're all like, huh? And then the future self and present Cuz like, oh no, remember I'm a thief. I'm very smart, but I know quantum mechanics. This is just time travel stuff. It's 101. It's very easy. It's like, oh, okay. Huh. So as present, the present, the 3 Hudgeyes and the future 3 Hudgeyes kind of like chit chat and talk and stuff like that. And everyone's like really angry at Fudgens. They're like, oh, it's Christmas Eve and things are really bad. So many people are dead. The robots are all attacking. We've been fighting them for decades. And so the present Hudgeye are just like, hey, you know what you should do? Let's throw a Christmas party. That'll brighten up the spirits of all the troops and stuff, and the people who have survived this long. And so now we have a montage of everyone getting ready for a Christmas party. Basically, but it's like a future dystopian Charlie Brown Christmas, because like there's not a lot of decorations.
Sure,
there aren't a lot of trees. They got like a little Charlie Brown baby tree that's kind of barely, kind of half dead or whatever. But
yeah,
it's the thought that counts, Jay.
Yeah.
So it's some fun music and everyone's really trying or whatever. The troops are like, hey, Christmas, I remember that.
I remember that.
It's been years since we've celebrated, since we've been at war with the robots for decades at this point. Sure, Christmas, why not? So everyone it's a happy Christmas. Yay, everyone remembers the spirit. The troops are happy even though there's really nothing to be happy about. They're in the middle of a robot war.
Yeah.
So everything's great for a time. But then it comes to light that, oh, wait a second. We've all been fighting for decades, and we've only the one thing we've been worried about is survival, and our relationships have really kind of gone to the wayside because we haven't had time to be, together. Because Stacy is basically the leader of the army, the queen's in charge of everybody, and Cuzzy at this point is like a black ops ninja lady doing special ops stuff.
Yeah.
So it's taking them away from their families and their husbands, and so they're like. I don't even remember the guys' names. The prince, Kevin, and cool thief guy. They're all kind of estranged at this point. And that's when Fudgens has a great idea. Hey, why don't the past versions of you guys switch places with the present versions of you guys so you guys can go out on Christmas dates and save your relationships? This will be the best Christmas ever. And they're like, well, we've been fighting these robots for decades. We have experience and stuff that they don't have. And I was like, yeah, but you can tell them how to do stuff. Like, they already have the base level knowledge about things. Like, sure, why not? Let's save our relationships. So this is the switch. So our present day Hudgeyes switch with their future selves, so their future selves can go out on dates with their estranged husbands and save their relationships. Of course.
Because you gotta have a switch.
I said it was a princess switch. A switch in time.
Oh, okay.
So they switch with their future selves.
I am hanging on by a thread over here trying to follow what's happening.
I'm talking about this.
There's so many.
This is great.
So there's 7 of them all together?
There's 7 of them all together.
Where are we going to get the other 2?
No. It's just 7.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, because the Stitch in Time saves 9
Very good. Very good. So they switch. Of course, hijinks ensue when our present-day counterparts are like, handling the army and ruling this future country and going on a special Black Ops thing to fight robot ninjas and stuff like that. But people die, but they're extras and no one really cares. and they all achieve what they need to do. Also, meanwhile, they're all having like really nice dystopian dates in the future, and they rekindle their love because Christmas and the spirit and love, it all works out. Yay! So everyone comes back together after their missions and what have you, and it's like we did it. We our relationships have been saved. We did the things we needed to do here. I mean, the war is still going on, but that is when the robots attack the castle. And it's like really bad.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of extras die.
Yeah.
None of our Hudgies die, but like a lot of and none of the husbands die because we got to. This is a story about love and Christmas time.
That's how.
And
it
the spirit of
works.
Christmas.
I don't make the rules, man.
So like extras die, but like not our main cast. So it turns out like, oh no, this is really sad. What are we gonna do? This battle will go on forever. And that's when Fudgens goes, no, actually it won't, because that's what I went back in time for. I got the information that we really needed about where the scientist was. And who it was. We didn't really know anything about him. We just knew he kind of did stuff, but we didn't know anything about him. We just had a picture. But now I have the information. His name is Dr. Giraud. He's a French scientist that built these robots and it got out of control and took over the country. Okay. But now I know where he is. I'm like, oh, well, let's go get him. So the remaining troops and our 7 Hudgenses go towards his Dr. Giraud's base.
On the 7th day of Christmas, that you brought to me.
His base is in a hillside. And they blow open the door to his base. And he's just like, all I wanted to do was bring back my dead son. And it got out of control. But it's too late now. The future's going to be ours. And he hits a button. And these 2 androids pop out of their pods. It's like 2 teenagers looking people. One's with black hair. And one's blonde. And they have like teenager clothes on. One goes by the name of 17. And then one is 18. And then all of a sudden, and they're trained fighters. And so these teenagers are like, oh, you finally woke us up, Dr. Giraud. You shouldn't have kidnapped us all that long ago. And they kill him. And so now there's a big fight between the 7 Hudgenses and these 2 teenager
murder
androids.
robots.
Basically, yeah. And thankfully, the Hudgens of the future and the past, because, they're royals, so like they should know how to defend themselves.
Sure, they probably don't, but that's fine.
Well, and the Fudgens has been, fighting the things her entire life, so they all fight. It's like a really cool 7-on-2 battle. And it's it's almost like the Hudgens are like kind of fused into like one like big swirling mass of like just really badass Hudgens, and are able to eventually beat these robots down. And so the future is now saved. The scientist is dead. These super androids are now dead. And so like, and they're in the base and they're able to turn it all off, and all the robots, like they're kind of like the droid army in Star Wars.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So the future is saved. Thank God. But now they have the information, and now the future's saved. Like, okay, we gotta send these people back to the past. Remember that on a parallel timeline, it's like, this could happen to you, but now you know who it is. You need to go stop Dr. Giraud before this ever happens.
Okay.
So they send our present day Hudgens back. Oh, and by the way, the reason why, I'm sorry, this is when it comes out who's Fudgens. It's Cuzzy's daughter, who she's currently pregnant with right now.
Oh, that's so good.
Because Cuzzy's like, oh, I'm only 2 months along, but I didn't want to tell you guys yet. And they're like, yeah, well, no, I know you're pregnant right now. That's why I went back at that certain time, because I wanted to see you. Because I forgot. Before they go on the mission, the other thing they needed to fix was the relationship between Fudgens and Cuzzy. Because with them at war for basically her entire life, her mom was out doing stuff and like didn't raise her. So they finally have time to like, she now knows her past self or past mom self, and has time with her future mom of like getting like yes. So they figured that they saved the mother-daughter relationship as well. It's very weird that they all look the same, but like it's royal bloodlines. So, what are you gonna do? It's weird. So they go back to the past, which is pretty much right when they left, and they're like, "Oh, Dr. Giraud, that's right," because Kevin is the one who befriended him and spoke on his behalf in the bad timeline.
Gotcha.
So that's why she was mean to Kevin, because we know Kevin was a part of it, even though he didn't know it. So they fixed the relationship with Kevin and the Queen. And I was like, oh, that wasn't actually me. Somebody switched with me, blah, 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 blah. And they go find Dr. Giraud, and he's like, I just wanted to bring my dead son back. Or it's like, we know what you're about to do. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, your son's going to die tomorrow on Christmas. So they give like the information about the accident. And so the accident doesn't happen.
Okay.
So Dr. Giraud never makes the robots. And so our timeline is then saved. And Christmas is happy and everything's great. It all works out. Everyone's happy. Christmas is a Christmas miracle.
What was the importance of 18 at 19? I don't get that.
You don't know who Dr. Giraud androids 17 and 18 are?
No.
I didn't think so.
Is that a Dragon Ball Z thing?
I just did the Trunks saga.
Oh, okay.
I figured you had no idea what I was going to be talking about.
The trunk saga,
So
you
I
idiot.
combined both the one from Z and Super into one story, and this is a future Trunks storyline. Yeah. That's why French scientist Giraud was the first clue. I was like, I don't think he's gonna, because you never watched that far into it. And I was like, Dr. Giraud, the French scientist, because it's a different spelling, and it's like, yep, he doesn't know this one. Yeah, that's how I
That's
knew. I'm sure
hilarious.
everyone at home is like, wait, what? Wait, Adam, are you? I am. I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Dragon Ball Z, the Princess Switch.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I knew I had the time.
No, that's perfect because I don't get the reference. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, ooh, interesting.
I had the time travel idea first. Like, oh yeah, it'd be great. Time travel, switch in time, that'd be great. And then I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I was like, I'm tired. We're running out of time. And I'm like, oh, Jay doesn't know Dragon Ball Z.
Nah, not at all.
Oh, this is
Not at all. It's
perfect. I'll
perfect.
just straight copy
But
Toriyama.
never betray me like that again.
Easy peasy. This is gonna be great. Won't be as funny, but clever, close to too fast, too ludicrous.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Challenge.
All right. All right. This is my Princess Switch 4. We are in Princess Switch 4. We are getting back to what made, like, what was the inciting incident of Princess Switch 1.
Okay.
We're getting back to basics.
Sure.
We are getting back to the Belgravia baking competition.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is come to light that they're planning for the baking competition. But Frank, the butler, has been doing a lot of research into like a lot of the old Belgravia like texts and like royal like
Okay.
all like all that stuff. And he finds that it wasn't just this fun thing that they did in Belgravia, this baking competition. Like there actually was like some serious like state implications in this baking competition.
Okay.
Now, where are we at stasis wise with all the girls? Stacy is in great shape. She's excited about the baking competition.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of her baby now.
Sure. Yeah.
The queen now, she is like 8.5 months pregnant. She's like very pregnant, getting ready for this. And she's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be at the baking competition because I'm probably gonna be in labor at that point. That's like my due date. My due date is Christmas.
Of course it is.
Yeah, because why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
And then Cuzzy is, just doing Cuzzy things and being silly.
Because he's doing cuzzy things.
But they're all happy, they're all
everyone's
they're all
great.
in good shape.
Yeah.
And it comes to light that the baking competition every 100 years, all of like the country and their allies would have to send one of their royals to compete in the baking competition.
Okay.
And the country that comes in last place, like they lose their like authority in like the royal space.
The royal space?
Whatever that means. Like in the royal, like they lose their legitimacy.
Okay.
And they're like, oh my god, this is nuts. And they're like, oh well, we don't have, this is old and archaic.
Yeah.
But then like it gets leaked to the press, and so it like becomes this whole thing. So they're like, well, now each one of our countries has to send one of their royals as a baker. It's like, well, Stacy's got this.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Yeah.
That'll be fine. Like Belgravia is no problem. And then it's Moldova or
Montenegro.
The problem is that Montenegro, the queen is going to go into labor. She's like, I can't bake. Like, that's my due date. Like, I can't be baking. I'm like so pregnant. And so it falls to the next in line, which is Cuzzy. But here's the problem, is that Cuzzy doesn't know the first thing about baking.
No.
She's like,
She's a thief.
I'm going to lose.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose. And then we find out that Kevin and the thief guy have become very close friends.
Of course they have, yeah.
And
That guy's cool.
And they're like, hey, like we might know a guy. I got like a weird idea. Now, cut to all along telling this part of the story.
Okay.
It has come to light. Cuzzy has written a tell-all book about all of their switching and stuff.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And it kind of became was a very successful book. But the concept of switching with someone that looks like you became kind of a meme and kind of like a TikTok trend.
Makes sense.
And so like a lot of people were doing it, but also like a lot of other royals were like finding people that look like them and switching with them.
Uh-oh.
But then like a couple of really important people of state like ended up switching, but then like disappearing or like getting really injured and like seriously bad things happening to them, that the UN comes together and says, no more switching. Switching is outlawed. We have no idea the ramifications. Like, so many people have disappeared. We have no idea. Like, this switching has got to stop.
Sure.
And so, like,
it's a public menace.
Yeah, it's a public menace. Like, royals, like, when they go places, they have to like fingerprint themselves, like prove it's them.
Oh yeah, okay.
Stuff like that.
Sure, yeah. Crack down on those royals.
Yeah. And so they're like, well, we can't switch. She can't bake. We can't get her up to speed baking wise. And they're like, hey, Kevin and the thief guy are like, we know a guy. Maybe able to figure something out. And so,
I'm waiting for the turn, right?
it's coming. Oh,
okay.
This baby, this is a water slide. There's gonna be all sorts of twists and turns. Don't you worry. There's gonna be some parts where all the lights go out. It's gonna be spooky.
Oh no.
They go down to like the laboratory that's in the castle, because every castle has a laboratory.
Sure, yep.
So like, hey, we hired this guy to work in the lab because he is making some like really advanced like he's doing some amazing robotics work. And then like the lab chair spins around, and guess who it is? It's Justice Winslow of the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah!
He's like, what's up, guys? I've been working on some robotics. And so they build a full robot replica of Cuzzy, and then there's this whole montage of not only teaching a robot to be like Cuzzy,
right?
And so like but like also they're having to teach it how to bake too,
right?
So it's the kind of thing where it's like, it's a fun little switch montage, of like teaching each other, but it's a robot. But it's Vanessa Hudgens having to play a robot, having to learn how to play Cuzzy. And then that's fun.
That's fun.
That's so fun. So they get the robot up to speed.
Yeah.
So robotic Cuzzy, built by Justice Winslow from the Portland Trailblazers. They are like, it's the day of the baking competition, you guys. Awesome. Let's go down to the baking competition. We got this in the bag. And a bunch of other royals show up. Specifically, we get Amber Moore from the Christmas Prince.
You have looked up
from she's from Aldovia.
Yes,
she's there.
This is Rose McIver, right?
This is Rose McIver. Yeah, she's there to bake for her. Because they exist in this universe.
They do,
but also their movie does. It's very strange. She shows up to bake for them, and they're all very friendly. And she's like, "Oh, we're gonna beat the pants off of these guys. Like, we just need to not come in last place.
Just
don't come in last place.
Just don't come in last place.
That's it.
Middle of the pack. That's all we need."
And so like the baking competition is about to begin.
Sure.
And they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, for the because this is on television, it's like a whole thing. Mm-hmm. They're like, singing God bless Belgravia, that's where we're being hosted.
Sure.
To open the ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ludacris. And Ludacris walks out and he starts singing the song.
Is Ludacris, or is he a Muppet?
Ludacris starts singing. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Ludacris starts singing the song, but he sounds weird, and he obviously sounds like Pepe the Prawn. And it comes to, and there's like, and it's the thing where Ludacris, like, or who we know as Ludacris, trips over like a cord and then like pulls it out, and then like Pepe the Prawn comes like rocketing out, and they're like, "It's a switch! Switch!
Burn him! Burn the prawn!"
And as security is descending on him, Stacy like approaches him, she's like, why would you like switch here? Like, you know, like we're the ones that started it. Like, you're just gonna get us in trouble. And Tej from Fast and the Furious, not Lucas, he grabs Stacy by the shirt and he just goes, "You have to find the operator. You have to find the operator." And then he gets dragged away, and she's like, "I don't know. What does that even mean?" And okay, so she's like a little shook.
I'm a little shook.
Find the operator. What does that even mean? Also, was that a Muppet? What does that even? Okay, and so the baking competition gets a little nuts.
Sure.
And
Nuts with nuts. Lots of
yeah,
nuts.
the baking competition's like off to the races. But as the robot Cuzzy is getting better, Cuzbot is getting better at like the baking and like getting better at being
a real human girl.
Yeah, being a real human girl, and like being really good at baking and being Cuzzy.
Yeah.
There's like energy starts like kind of like emanating off of the robot.
Okay.
And it's like basically like energy starts and people are like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." And then like Cuzzybot just like completely disappears and like a portal is left where she's standing that starts opening.
Okay.
And then from that portal,
Sure.
rocket like a bunch of cybernetic dinosaurs. Like a bunch of them. They start coming out and they're causing horror, they're causing terror. But then
They're eating people.
Yeah, they're eating
right?
people,
Oh,
but they're
sure.
like, but the security's like fighting them off. They're fighting them off. They're like, what's going on? What's going on? Like what? Like, and they're like Justice Winslow, and he's like, I don't know, man, I don't know. And then out rolls like from the portal shoot a bunch of laser blasts.
Yeah, I was waiting for those laser blasts to show up.
And it's Agent J.
There you go, the right agent this time.
From no, it's Agent J from the Men in Black who
Yes.
starts wasting the dinosaurs, and he's like, "You got to come with me." But it's not Agent J as we know him. It is Amber, the Princess of Aldovia from the Christmas Prince, who has become Agent J in her universe. Because the Men in Black exists in her universe, and she's now she's Agent J from her universe. Different universe.
Yep. Parallel
she's like-
timelines, yep.
She's like, "Come with me." And she looks like all the, everybody. And
Sure.
She looks at all the Vanessa Hudgens and Justice Winslow.
Cuzzybot's been destroyed?
Cuzzybot has blipped. We're not
Okay.
sure. So they go through the portals after killing all the robots.
Of course, the robot dinosaurs.
But they're like kind of in like a nebulous, like weird space.
Like the bleed or
And
something,
they're,
right?
and they're like, "Where are we?" And she's like, she was like, "I don't know if you guys have figured this out in your dimension, but in every dimension is like layered on top of each other.
Like a layer cake.
And clearly, like, you guys have figured out, like, you guys have stumbled upon the switch paradigm.
The switch paradigm.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's what happened with the robot. Like, what had happened in your universe was when people switch places with each other and are convincing, it creates enough. It creates enough like dissonance in the time stream of each dimension.
Okay.
That it starts to slip into other dimensions. And clearly, like, when it became a meme and became like an online thing, like, that's why people were disappearing, because like they're slipping through time and space. She was like, "This is the space between dimensions where like I used to travel to like police." So like the Men in Black figured out that like it wasn't just space, but it was also time and dimensions.
Yeah.
Stacy looks at Agent J.
Rose McIver from another universe.
Yeah, the Princess of Aldova.
Yes.
Also a Men in Black agent. I need to find the operator. She's like, "Well, where do you think we're going?" So they move through like kind of this like weird space and time.
Okay.
And then they come to just like a normal like 50s style like
Diner?
No, not diner.
Oh. Hotel?
Like a office door.
Okay.
They open it up and it's just it's a line of switchboard operators.
Oh, sure.
Like from the old phones.
Yes.
And they're just one guy who's running around
Plugging
switching
stuff.
all the things. Played by the guy. It's the guy from the first movie that all the time is like, "Wouldn't it be nice if you two would fall in love?"
Oh!
That guy that keeps popping up.
Yeah.
It's that guy, and he's like, "Oh, hello there," and he tells them about like, oh, this is where I keep everything in the universe is in check. You guys have caused me. I thought it would be fun to play around with your dimension a little bit, but clearly it's gotten out of hand. And he's like,
damn, TikTok.
he's like, you have to go back to the source. You have to go back to the source. And she's like, and Stacy and all of them are like, what's the source? What's the source? And he's like, quick, you have to take this portal. And he's switching all of these things. And another interdimensional portal opens up.
Okay.
They run through the portal.
Right.
And they are in Washington Heights in New York City. And they just follow the path of the energy that the portal is sending them. They find this weird little apartment building.
Uh-huh.
And they keep following the energy up. An old lady lets them into the building.
Uh-huh.
They follow up all the stairs.
Yep.
And they just find the door cracked open.
Uh-huh.
They enter this like weird little 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
And they find
Stephen King writing on his laptop.
They find 2 content creators doing a podcast.
Uh-huh.
And they turn around and say, oh, hey, I'm Jay.
Oh, you're giving me lines to do
Yeah.
now? Okay. Hey, I'm Adam.
Hey, we just watched your movie. We're doing a podcast about you guys right now. And they say, oh, we're here about to switch. And then the podcaster pulls out from the table. Oh, you mean the Christmas switch? And he's like, oh, that's fine. I can just flip that for you. And the kind of more jovial, behatted podcaster flips the switch.
Uh-huh.
And the screen goes black. Cut to us, you and me,
Yes.
waking up in a van that is rocketing off of a bridge,
Slowly turning over.
And as we hit the water, we're suddenly Robert and Vanessa from Late to the Party. And then you get Robert and Vanessa reacting to the new season of Harley Quinn, which the screen goes black again because WB demonetized it. Roll credits.
But does the top wobble? Does the top wobble? Do we see the top wobble at all?
Not sure.
Okay.
We'll see.
Or maybe we won't.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Jay.
Merry Christmas.
You gunslingered us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I pulled a She-Hulk.
You did.
Yeah. We have fun here.
We do have fun here.
Your face right now. I can't tell if you're angry or proud.
I can't tell either, Jay.
Well, we did it, everybody.
Did we?
Yeah, I think so. You weren't expecting that many layers, were you?
No, I wasn't, because I thought we were gonna. He just mashed up all of his fixes from the year,
Yeah, and then we kept going.
and then we kept going, and I was like, oh. As soon as he said Washington Heights, I was like, yeah, we're going full on gunslinger. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Mm-hmm.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
We love making this show.
We really do.
We really do. We actually have a lot of fun. Thank you guys for viewing. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you wouldn't like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and do all the YouTube that you know how to do so well, it's not that hard. Just, be a good steward to the content you like. Also, if you're listening on all the audio platforms, Merry Christmas, because you're getting it first. If you wouldn't mind giving us a little review, leaving us 5 stars. It actually makes a huge difference. Yeah, maybe you could just leave a review for Late to the Party's most recent episode.
Yeah, because we are Robert and Vanessa. We are their dream selves, apparently.
Also, the people that listen to the show and don't really know reaction content probably
That's
have no
true.
idea what we're talking about.
It's a, yeah,
And
no,
I don't
it's
care.
oh, okay.
You guys are amazing. We will see you guys in the
Next
new
year's
year.
going to be crazy.
We're gonna have a great time.
We are very much going to have a great time.
All right, these are your internet best friends signing out the way we always do. Heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
It's the switch you never see coming, Jay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.